April 20th. Happy Easter, everyone. It's the day before my official 55th birthday. I was born in 1970, and at this stage, they all run together. I keep on telling people I'm already 55 and I'll be 56 soon, but you know, it's more a matter of being one step closer to the grave at this stage of my life. Advanced middle age is what I like to refer to it. But I'm out of the farm. I do not intend on working today. I only intend on training a little bit, just getting some blood flow going, because I have been focused more on the stuff for the wood chopping festival and getting the wood ready and getting the fundraising accomplished than I have on myself. So I wanted to get all that finished, and Josh Wilson's going to come down hopefully this week and we'll wrap up the rest of the wood, and so then I can completely focus on myself for about 5 weeks leading up to the festival. It's been a rough 4 or 5 months for me. I ended up getting really sick back in December. I couldn't test positive for COVID. My wife did. But I ended up on a 21-day course of prednisone in addition to antibiotics. I had pneumonia, and I gained 20 pounds. And I've struggled to get that weight off. And it's not because of lack of effort. It's more because of lack of shoving stuff in my pie hole as a stress response to dealing with the struggles of life. And so need to do a lot of introspection in order to sort out why I have not been able to control that. So we all have our battles, and we all have issues, and how we deal with those issues is it is totally internalized. And so I may share my journey on this process, because I think if I share it, it'll help me get through it, because I'm having a difficult time with that now. And some of it stems from the fact that I was excluded from a Steel Timber Sports event because of my age and health. And I took great offense to that. And I shouldn't have. Maybe it's a favor. But, I still have a skill set. I had the 5th fastest time in 2024. I had the 5th fastest time in 2023, but yet I'm excluded to the benefit of people who are younger. But whatever. I am bitter about it, and I need to get through that. And that's not the overwhelming reason why I've been struggling this spring, but it was very much a slap in the face. I felt very disrespected, but is what it is. The irony of what I do for work is I have to figure out the different layers of things and see through lies and see through and read between the lines. That's just what I do. That's the journey of getting to the root of real issues in people's problems or situations. And so unfortunately, I diagnose that with every conversation that I have with everybody, and with every email that I read, and etc. And that's part and parcel one of the reasons why I think I need to just shut the fuck up at this head that's hyperactive and just enjoy the moment, because this is the only life that I have to live, and find new things to suck at. Let's start sucking with some single button. Diagnosis as to why I was struggling with my pull strokes is because I was standing up too much. I saw my best when in a squatted position where I'm actually torquing an awful lot with my legs because I've got massive ham hocks. And so that's what I was not doing. I lost a lot of muscle mass when I blew my knee out last July, and I'm finally starting to get the strength back in them. And so I learned to single buck more erect and less leggy last summer while I was, limping around on one leg. And so now I'm having to relearn to squat again into the movement. So it's the reason why I'm making so many cuts, is because I want to learn how to do that again, because I finally got some power back. Camp Creek somehow ended up marking my pockets too far apart. I ended up 42 or 43 inches between the first and second pocket. And I didn't quite make it to that second board, and then turned into a little bitch. And so as a result, I am going to make the distance between the two pockets 36 inches. And so that will put my top or my bottom pocket about 38 to 40 inches off the ground, which that's no problem getting on off the ground. But live and learn, again, this is the first one I've cut since whatever. And I'm going to climb up the old rickety portable stands here just to get some swings in. I'm using a hardwood axe on a dry pine just to get hits in. It's twisty. This is perfect preparation for the next springboard at Devil's Backbone. It's a process. And she is. Process of punching out the smaller logs for the springboard and the women's underhand. We had some ones that ended up with some hooves in them. They're not perfectly 10 inches, but they're closest. It's kind of like a Tassie 9-inch. There's some wane in them. So I may end up cutting one of these. I may end up cutting all 6. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. I like cutting standing blocks as much as I like single bucking. And I'm using that hard hitter, that 8.25 inch by 7.25 inch, 8.25 inch long by 7.25 inch wide Langdon of mine. So these logs that I'm cutting are like off the same hillside that all of the women's preliminaries, women's standing block, the open underhand, open standing block, and open springboard wood is for Webster. And I think it's pretty fucking good. I overcut that log big time. It was 11 hits on a 32-inch log. So this thing right now is 32 inches, even though it's got like a little bit of wane in it. So we'll see how it cuts. And it was out of a bigger log, so that means it's got a lot more heartwood. And I'm using the same axe. And again, this is a demo axe. It's an axe I would use in a demonstration. Observation, the heartwood is genuinely firmer than the sapwood, which is typical in white pine. So this next one up, again, 32 inches in circumference, and it's again out of a bigger log, so I anticipate it's going to take more hits. So I'm going to work on seeing how fucking fast I can go, because I haven't tried to purposely hit fast for a long time. Yeah, that one was dry and hard, but that's the way white pine is. You take all the sapwood away, it's shit for the most part. So next log up is 30 inches. It's got some nice wane in it, but it does have a little bit of sapwood left. So I put all the sapwood in the back. So the front will probably take 8, and the back, if I'm lucky, 6 or less. This log is 13 inches of dry pine, and frankly, I'm going to cut half and half because there's no sense in beating my brains out on this, because you're not going to get very much benefit. I just hate to waste the wood. I should have probably left this one for a stock saw log, frankly. But there's always things you can work on, and mine's just getting the scarfs lined up. .38-inch log using that hard hitter, and I don't know. I think this log is better than the last one, obviously, but realistically, if I could cut it in 12 and 12, I think that's a reasonable. Okay, reasonable. I think maybe we'll see what happens. 10 and 11, better than I anticipated. Now it's time to start incorporating jump turns into the bullshit. Yeah, the helicopter turn is kind of what I'm synonymous for. So, yeah, let's maximize that shit.